Hello, you guys, and welcome to this episode of Relatable. My name is Gabriela Tomasetti. I'm so excited for today's video because I have a beautiful message for you. Today, we're talking about loving yourself. If you haven't checked out the other episodes, I recommend that you do because they're all connected. And you'll see, if you watch all of them, you'll see that they all have to play into each other. But today, we're talking about love yourself, and I'm very passionate about this message because it's the key to life. When you understand that you are the only person you spend 110% of your life with, like really understand that and you make it a part of your DNA. Because I think we're taught love yourself, right? In like society, it's thrown out there all the time. Love yourself, love yourself. And usually it's like, look how pretty I look. Look at all these things that I have. Look how fun I am. I'm like this good, like this nice shell of a person and awesome. I love myself. Everyone loves me. And that's not really what loving yourself is. And so that's why I'm so excited about this episode, because I need you to please understand that you need to love yourself because you're the only person that you spend 110% of your time with for your entire life. The reason I say this is because we don't even notice this, but we end up living externally. And I know I've mentioned this in a previous episode. That's why I say go watch it. But when we live externally, we're always trying to fit the mold for people. We're trying to be liked by people. We get into relationships that don't serve us because we care more about the person and not ourselves. So the reason I bring this up is because you need to love yourself. And how do you love yourself? By spending time with yourself. By practicing a relationship with you. You want to know how to love yourself? You have to look at all of you. And we tend to want to be the pretty things. We want to look at all the nice, chévere in Venezuelan language. We want to be all like the chévere things, the good things, the things that are liked by people. But when you really want to love yourself, and practice that, you need to see all of the things and honor all of the things that you are. So that when you show up in the world, you show up saying, no, this is who I am. And I'm okay with who I am. And yeah, I might have a temper if you cross me. That makes sense. But it's like, we want to be liked by everyone. And so in that, we put everyone else above us. But when you understand that this whole life is for you to live, right? And if you can love yourself and create harmony inside of you, you create harmony in your life. And so now you're not in relationships where you're hiding or you're pretending to be someone that you're not. You're so uniquely created and designed. I know for me, for example, I'm a Virgo, right? I analyze a lot. I'm a critical thinker. And growing up, I was always criticized for that. So I hated I would say, I hate being a Virgo. I hate being a Virgo. I hate being all these things, whatever. Why can't I just be something else? Why can't I be more fun? Why can't I be all these things? And it's like, it honestly wasn't until recently, and by recently, I mean 2 months ago, that I kept doing more inner work, that I was like, you know what? I honor who I am. I analyze a lot of things. I am a critical thinker. I am, I'm all of these colors that make me so unique and make me so beautiful. And it's so purposeful because, again, God does not make mistakes. If God wanted all of us to be the same, how boring, or what would be the purpose of that, right? And again, God never makes mistakes. You are here exactly as you are for a purpose. And through you being you, God can work through you. In me doing this podcast, I say it all the time. I know that this is way bigger than me. And I know that because, yes, I show up and I speak, but I really do ask God to deliver messages that anyone needs to hear. But it can only happen through me showing up as myself. Right? If I'm trying to be someone else, it's not authentic. And you're here to be authentic. You're here to be exactly as you are, completely. So start practicing that. Spend time with yourself. Do a lot of mirror work. Honor who you are. Be your best friend. I want you to speak to yourself the way that you would speak to your best friend. And when you understand that, you'll notice, because I've been there. I'm like, okay, the way that I speak to my best friend, Amanda, when she's going through her things, I'm so compassionate to her. And I don't judge her. And I give her advice, because we think love is all this rainbow stuff, but love is also being stern. Love is also saying, you know what? No, this is not the right thing. Or let's get serious about it. So if I can see, okay, how do I interact with those that I love? And how do I show up for them? If you notice, some of you don't even give yourself half of the compassion that you give to your best friend. And you need to start doing that, because you're the only one you spend the rest of your life with. You can be married, you can have kids, and you're still the only person you spend the rest of your life with. So let's say you're married, and for some reason, your work takes you to a different country. You're there by yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to survive. You need, so it's build a bond with you. Honor who you are. That way, anywhere you show up in life, anywhere life takes you, you're good on your own. And you know what you like, what you dislike, what you tolerate, what's not in the same vibration as you. But it has to come from there. And I say this because it reflects in everything. In our family, in our friends, in our partners, in the career that we choose, in the jobs that we choose. Listen to yourself. And that comes from feeling, that comes from giving yourself the time to get to know who you are. We live a life so disconnected, trying to be someone, trying to perform. And it's like, let's take it back. Let's see who Gabby is. Let's see who you are. And honor that and live in that truth. And when you live in your truth and you live in your authentic self, that's when things start flourishing, because you're here for a purpose. You're here to fulfill your purpose. But you can only do that when you're being you. That's it. So I hope that this video touched a chord with you. Please comment down below your experience in your journey of loving yourself, wherever you're at in that. That would be beautiful to read and to share. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time with me. I can't wait to see you in our next episode. Love you so much. Have a great day. Bye, you guys.